Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, you know that I'm training for the Great North Run and I need to really improve my aerobic capacity if I'm going to make it over the 13.1 miles safely, but most importantly quickly. Now, I've called on the help of local elite professional super ridiculously fast athlete Matthew Stonier to give me a session to do for today's session essentially. Now, Matt has ran some ridiculous times on his journey to becoming Nike GB runner, including 3:31 for the 1500, 1:45 for the 800, just blisteringly quick, times I could only dream of. But I've been training with Matt since we were both little kids when we joined Invicta, probably almost 10 years ago now. So it's just awesome that he's kind of giving back and really helping me improve my own training. So yeah, without further ado, let's give Matt a little FaceTime call and see what session he's got for us to do today. Hello, hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Yourself?
Yeah, not too shabby. So, totally inconspicuous, we haven't pre-arranged this at all. One thing I wanted to ask you is, I'm really looking to improve my fitness at the moment. So what is one thing that you would recommend, or session that you'd recommend I do to really kind of improve my aerobic fitness at the moment?
I recommend you do some longer hill reps, roughly around 3 minutes.
Oh, okay, that sounds pretty tough. Is this a staple in the Matt Stonier training plan?
It is pretty much all year round. Wherever you can find a hill, then you can do your 3-minute reps.
Okay, and if I'm training for a half marathon, how many would you recommend I do?
Probably anything upwards from 5 would be pretty good. Depends on how kind of steep the hill is, but 5 upwards would be a good amount.
Awesome. And will I get a 3:31 if I do this?
I can't promise it, but you'll get close.
Okay. All right. Well, I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
So guys, you heard Matt on the phone there. He set me 3-minute hill reps. I'm going to do 8 to 10 depending on the gradient of the hill. But just before we head off and get ready, I'm going to be doing today's session in the ON Cloudboom Echo 3. I've got them with me here. So yeah, I'm really excited to get them on my feet and give them a try. But yeah, without further ado, let's get changed, let's get ready. And yeah, go and enjoy some painful hill reps. So guys, I'm in Clouds Woods doing my warm-up, ready for the 3-minute hill reps that Matt's suggested I do. So I haven't used this hill for hill reps since lockdown, so it's been a few years, but it's a bit of a brutal one because it's just so long, so straight, and yeah, it can really start to get tough at the top. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Donald's here, he's gonna help give me some motivation, I guess. So yeah, gonna get warmed up and yeah, get ready to hit these 8x10 hills in the new ON Cloudboom Echo 3. Let's see how it goes. Use the ball. Look at that! And it fit in my bag. So guys, here we are for some hill reps in the middle of the woods. Got the Cloudboom Echo 3. Haven't worn this yet. This is going to be my first time wearing these shoes. Really looking forward to giving them a try. Being as I've really enjoyed the Hoka Rocket X2 recently, so these new wave carbon plate shoes are really impressing me. So these reps are going to be 10 times 3 minutes long. Basically the recovery is just jog back down. So these aren't Kenyan hill reps, which is where typically Kenyan runners would do the hill rep, but then also use the down as a rep as well. I'm going to be taking the downhill as a recovery, so it's going to be nice and slow. It'll probably end up being like 5 minutes each time, so it's going to be a really long session. But yeah, I'm proper excited to get it done and see how these bad boys perform. So yeah, let's get them on, let's get going, because it's nearly lunchtime. So guys, gonna go down to the bottom of the hill and get cracking. Let's go.
Come on, keep working up.
cool down, done. So guys, yeah, I did the session set by Matt Stonier, 3:31 Nike runner, so really nice to get some input from him. He's a friend of mine, I've been running with him for a few years now, basically since I was a junior essentially. So yeah, 10 times 3 minutes of hills. I didn't actually anticipate how long this session would take, because in my head I had it that 10 by 3 minutes would equal 30 minutes of volume, not thinking about the downhill, which would take even longer. So typically it was about 3 minutes up and then 4 minutes down. So each rep took about 7 minutes. So yeah, I basically ran for almost 70 minutes really. So guys, my first rep was the quickest, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on which way you look at it. If I'm honest, I expected the uphill to be a little bit more. We'll have a little look at the elevation just quickly. So 235 meters of elevation. I don't know how much it was changing. So yeah, as you can see from this little graph here, it kind of only was about, I don't know, 20-30 meters of elevation, but if I'm honest, on the traily, like dusty kind of gravel, and then uphill as well, dodging cyclists, it just felt a little bit harder than maybe I expected it to. But in terms of splits, they were all roughly around the same, and I really struggled to get a little bit of GPS down the bottom of the hill where there's a lot of tree cover, and I guess you're quite low compared to the rest of the hill. So yeah, 322 per K for the first one, 330, 332, 331, 336, 340, I think that was my slowest one, that fifth one there. 334, 338, 335, and then 331 to finish off. I really tried to make sure that I finished strong, because anyone that's watched the 5k race from Cardiff, you'll know that I really struggle in that last part of the race mentally to kind of dig deep. So that's what I tried to work on today. I was saying to myself, love the pain, love the pain, love the pain, and tried to dig deep and really hold it strong in those latter stages of the session. But it's great to have Donald there. That sort of session is pretty tough to do on your own, but having Donald there, like filming and shouting abuse at me about 2/3 of the way up the hill really helped. So yeah, overall the session came to just over 10 miles. I did a 2.5 mile warm up because I did my 2 miles back to the top of the hill, forgetting that I didn't have to run back down the hill. So I used the downhill to kind of do my drills, do my strides, and then I did my standard kind of 2 mile cool down afterwards as well, which was a bit more of a plod around the car park, waiting for Donald to walk back with all my stuff because he was a designated bag carrier today. So guys, now we're going to talk about the ON Cloudboom Echo 3s. So just get them out of the box. So yeah, they're a little bit dustier now. Overall, I was really impressed with the shoe. I think a lot of these kind of new wave running shoes, or these new wave kind of carbon plated racing shoes, are really kind of, they've stepped up a gear. I thought that they would start to stagnate and we'd see no real improvement, but they just keep getting better and better, and it's really great to see. I'm really loving testing and seeing all these different designs that are coming out. When I first put the shoe on, I could really feel how bouncy it was. You can feel that plate, and you can feel this really nice soft Cloudtech foam. I'm not sure if there's a specific name for it, but there's one thing you always get with these On shoes, and it's the good quality, like finish, like, you know, that Swiss quality, that really nice Swiss cheese, Swiss chocolate-esque sort of style, if that makes sense. You can tell they've put a lot of time into the finish and the design of this shoe. One thing that I really like are the laces. They've got this kind of like waxy stickiness to them, which means that they didn't slip, they didn't come undone. Although they look kind of like your standard nylon slippy laces, they were really grippy, didn't come undone at all, and I got a really nice lockdown once I'd done this runner's knot that I have to do on all of my shoes. Another thing that I really like that they've changed about this shoe is they've reduced this divot that they have in a lot of their shoes. So on that gravelly, traily path that I was doing the hill reps on, nothing was getting stuck and it felt super smooth, and the grip was impeccable on a surface that was typically a little bit loose on top. These gave me really good grip, and yeah, as you can see, like, they stayed pretty clean, all things considered. I am slightly worried about the durability of these shoes in terms of the lifespan. As you can see on the shoe box, it says that the lifespan is roughly about 4 marathons, and obviously that's what you want from a race day shoe. They're never going to be as durable as a standard kind of daily trainer or a more training shoe. It's one of those kind of necessary evil type things. If you want it to be light, it kind of comes with a lacking durability, if that makes sense. So maybe that's something they could work on for the future, but I mean, it's one of those kind of tiny pernickety things. If you want a really nice race day shoe to pull out on race day, it's going to come with the downside of being not so durable. So it's not something that worries me too much, because you've got plenty of other options when it comes to training shoes. But yeah, overall, really impressed with the ON Cloudboom Echo 3. I can't wait to try it in future workouts and potentially in races in the future. I've definitely got a big decision to make when it comes to the Great North Run, for example. But anyway guys, thanks for tuning into this video. I hope hope you've enjoyed this workout set by Nike athlete, Team GB athlete, the list goes on, 331, 1500 meter runner, 145, 800 meter runner, Matt Stonier. So yeah, so massive thanks to Matt for setting me this session, and I hope you have enjoyed this new style of video. So anyway guys, please like, subscribe, share with your running buddies, love the pain, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.